everybody, it's Nosy Joe here. Welcome back to my channel. Doing something a lot different today. I'm not on my motorcycle. I'm in a 2020 Dodge Challenger Hemi RT. I think we'll only have it for about another week here, so I thought I'd do a little review on it. I'll make sure I get some good photos on the outside so you guys can see what it is. But I've never been a big Mopar guy, to be perfectly honest. I know they have a good history of good engines, good powertrain, but I've always just kind of thought their styling and their fit and finish was a little bit lacking, so I'd never been interested in one really. But this is definitely a good looking car. It's got the bigger wheels on it, pretty cool looking hood scoop and everything, I suppose, which is part of the RT package. And it's got the I think it's a 5.7 Hemi. I believe the rating is in the 375 horse or 345 horse, thereabouts. So it's decent. It's not crazy horsepower. But what impresses me more than anything about it is it's got But what is really cool about this transmission, of course, it's electronically controlled. And it really complements the engine well in terms of how they have it programmed. It puts it in whatever gear it really needs to be in for the power band of the engine. So the engine ends up feeling like 450 horsepower because it just shifts right to whatever gear it needs to be in. So that's pretty impressive. That's why I say it's not so much engine power. It's impressive about this transmission programming is just so excellently done that it just makes the engine seem a lot more powerful than it even really is. So kudos to the Dodge guys for that, for sure. Again, excellent powertrain programming and stuff. As far as fit and finish on this car, it's got wider gaps than maybe what I would ideally choose, but it's well done. I'll try to get some pictures here of the inside. So here's a look at the instrumentation. We got the cruise set about 79 mile an hour. You can see it's running about $2,000 here on the interstate, so it has a chance of getting acceptable gas mileage. Have the radio turned off, but it's got a nice XM radio. The styling of the dash and everything is reminiscent of the late 60s, early 70s Mopars. Pretty cool. Did notice on the cruise control here, it takes Dodge engineers apparently 5 buttons to do cruise control, where GM or Toyota does it with usually 1 button and a slider. I like the cockpit view. I like that hood scoop. You can see that over there. It's a nice highway car, that's for sure. Alright, I thought I'd talk a little bit about what my trip is about here today. I am headed down to Somerset, Kentucky. I've decided in the next couple months I want to focus on getting my other 57 back together. When I say other 57, I had a show car that been showing the last 9 years, and I sold it last fall. So I have this other 57, which I haven't talked about on the channel yet. I'm sure I'll be doing some videos on it. I bought it about 5 years ago, probably 7 years ago now, somewhere around there. And it's a pretty cool old car. It's been a show car. In the 80s, it was a very competitive show car. Now it's just a nice, good old driving 57 Chevy. And anyway, so what I'm doing today is running down to Somerset, Kentucky. I'm buying some valve covers for it that I found on Facebook Marketplace. So these valve covers are some probably, I want to say like 88 to 94 maybe Corvette valve covers that use the center bolt pattern. The heads I put on this 57 as I'm rebuilding the engine are Vortec heads, and Vortec heads they were off of a pickup truck. I think this was off of a 98 pickup truck, and they made Vortec engines from 96 to 98 or 9, and then the body style changed, and then they went to the LS style engine in the trucks at that point. So these center bolt valve covers that GM used in the late 80s and early 90s are what the Vortec heads use. So that's what I'm getting. Most of them are just kind of ugly stamped steel valve covers. A lot of the cheap aftermarket valve covers are just like a chrome version of the ones they use on the trucks. And I was wanting something, well, honestly, just the aftermarket valve covers just don't fit quite right is the main problem. That's just the problem you get into with aftermarket parts. So I wanted an OEM. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Next time I should be back on 2 wheels, back on the police bike. Until then, keep the sunny side up. Stay safe. Later.